The need for alone time is often a very difficult topic for us to broach, whether you're neurodivergent or neurotypical. Some people, when they ask for alone time, they just need quiet time in a room where nobody's going to disturb them. Other people, myself included and many of my neurodivergent friends, need space and time where there's literally no one else in the house. It is impossible to relax or actually to feel the ability to kind of unwind the self if we know that there's somebody else physically in the house. Not because they're leaving you alone, not because they're like, oh no, it's okay, I'll go hang out in the room for a while, I'll just stay in the bedroom, you have the living room to yourself and do whatever. Literally having somebody else physically in the house makes it impossible to let someone unwind. And there's a reason for this. And that reason is that when we have somebody else physically in the home, we feel an obligation that we should be engaging with that person. There's this like internal tug inside of our body saying, oh, but they're here, I should be engaging with them. If I'm not engaging with them, then I'm doing something wrong, I'm doing something bad. This is, of course, probably in relation to rejection sensitive dysphoria, or just, the generations and decades of programming that many of us have gone through, where we get yelled at or feel guilty or made to feel shame for not engaging with people, just sitting quietly in the room with other people and, not talking, not doing, not anything, just kind of sitting there being our normal neurodivergent self, spacing out in the corner. Which, of course, as kids, we always got kind of picked on for and yelled at for. Why aren't you talking? Come on, we're having a family time. Do the thing. And now, as adults, we feel the inability to be able to relax or unwind if there's somebody else physically there. But most of us also feel very guilty for saying, hey, could everyone in the house please leave so that I can have some unwind time? Because, that's also not nice to everyone else. It's disrespecting everybody else's needs. So what do? We go places, we find places, we steal time in the middle of the night. Which is why that revenge bedtime procrastination thing that popped up in 2020 when we're all packed in like sardines during the pandemic and going crazy became such a big thing and vibed so hard with many of us neurodivergent folks. It's a lot of the reason that many of us become insomniacs. It's a lot of the reason that many of us become night owls is because at night, it's the only time where we actually get to feel alone because everybody else is asleep. And if everybody else is asleep, we know that we're not going to have to engage. We know that we don't have an obligation to engage. We know that we are not going to get called upon to do a task or listen to something or hear something, because every time the relaxation time is interrupted, the clock starts over again. It starts from zero. It doesn't make sense, and it's not logical. It's purely emotional. Maybe it's neurological. But either way, that's what's happening. So maybe you need to share this with somebody.